Hey, so I went to my friend's party, which was like a wedding, 1 year anniversary, baby shower, housewarming thing. And it was in Tennessee, Nashville. And I knew there was going to be lots of tents when we went and visited Nashville. I see them everywhere when I go on vacation. And I knew I was going to be taking videos of them. But this video is basically like, I got a lot of new subscribers recently. And if you are thinking about starting a tent company, do it. Especially if you live somewhere that is outside of a large area, like outside of Nashville. Like my friend, he lives outside of Rochester. You live outside of Buffalo, New York. You live outside Miami. If you live within 1 hour of one of these big cities, they have tons of towns and littler cities around them. If you're thinking about starting a tent company and you live there, do it. Definitely do it. I guarantee you, within 5 years, you'll have more money than you could ever imagine. Sure, it's going to cost a lot to get there, but if you live an hour outside of Nashville or any of these cities, you have so many people, so many backyards to put tents up. Then once you get big, you can do things in the city. You can do things on rooftops. You will be so rich. So if you are a new subscriber or an old one, and you've been thinking about starting a rental company, not just tents, maybe just tables, chairs, maybe just decor, maybe just lighting, anything, I definitely do it. You will be so rich. My area is not like this. I come from the Utica, Rome, New York area. Look it up. It's not a big city. They're small cities, but I still do very well. There's still lots of backyards, and there's big backyards to do big weddings, and there's opportunity to do things in the cities themselves. But if you're watching this and you want to start a tent company and you live in one of these areas, do it. If you live in one of these areas, you probably have a garage you can start out of before you find warehouse space. Do it. You will be so happy that you did. You will be so rich one day. So here's just a little video of my vacation, just a little bit, and all the tents that I've seen. So I am taking off to Tennessee. My wife came and picked me up. We got a 30 by 60 frame tent up, 30 by 60 pole tent, 20 by 30s up, and a 20 by 40s getting put up. 45 tables, 320 chairs. I'm just finishing up, and then we're going to Tennessee. Here's a tent, and here's some chairs. And here's a tent, and here's a tent, and there's some tents. And there's more tents, and there's a tent, and there's a tent. And here's a tent company. Oh my God, that's a scary with one hand. Scooter. Here's the kitty cat. Yeah. There's lots of tents here. Kind of crazy. And over here is a Black and Roll. I'll show you that real quick. I'm not gonna touch it because it's not mine, but I'll show you the cart for the Black and Roll. That's a Black and Roll cart. I will probably make a video of that sometime in the future. So yeah, that was just a quick video of whatever. The coolest part was the scooter. We rode that scooter all day long. My wife actually fell on it. I burned her out. We were just riding that scooter all across the city. Those are genius, by the way. Those are rental things. The city had Uber ones, Spin, and Bird. And they just drop them off and pay, and people pick them up at night, like people like you and me, and charge them at our house and bring them back and get paid for it. Those scooters are an amazing rental item, but you got to be like a huge company to do that. But you can make money by picking them up and charging them. But anyways, you see how many tents there were. There was 41 10 by 10 frame tents that I counted. And most cities, 10 by 10 is the smallest size you can do without getting codes and diagrams involved. So I charge $150 for a 10 by 10. I know down in New York City, they charge $1,000 for the same one because they don't have to go through codes and all this stuff to put it up. So I'm going to guess they were doing a 10 by 10 for about $300 to $450 a piece. So times 41 just in that little area. You send 6 guys to do 41 10 by 10s, you can get that done real quick. So what is that, like $28,000? Around $30,000 for 3 hours worth of work to get those up. And they were using Black and Roll on some of them, and they were using water barrels on others. But as you can see, there was just tons of tents, and that was in Nashville. So yeah, it's a little harder to do tents on rooftops and on the waterfront and things like that. But you saw there was a company doing it. They're obviously doing it. They're a big company called Music City Events. It's a big company, but if you live in one of these cities or outside of one of these cities, like, start your business. Like, don't be sitting on it. Just start it out of your garage. You will get so many tents out in all the neighboring cities and towns around it. You'll have more business than you could ever imagine. And if you do good, you'll just get more business, and you'll get so big that you're the guy or girl who is in the city doing those jobs. One of those tents on those rooftops is going to be a huge account. They're going to pay for that tent for the whole season, and it's, I'd guess like $10,000 for the season on that rooftop. Sure, it's going to be hard getting it up there, but you only got to do it once, and it's up there, and then you just go and check on it. But like I said, if you're sitting at home right now watching my videos thinking, should I start a tent company? You should, no matter where you live, because it's a good business. But if you are actually outside of one of these big cities with towns and stuff all over, definitely do it. Start out of your garage. You will never have to work a real job again. You will be so busy. You will eventually get so rich. You'll have 30 employees. Like, you just got to start. And like I said it like 1,000 times, if you live outside one of these places, do it. Just do it. Stop dreaming about it. Just do it. Thanks for watching.